Hello from Chiang Mai. Y'all, I have not been back to this place in 10 years. I am having a full circle moment because I was this broke backpacker who started the blogabroad.com. I bought it on a whim, and I remember being in a hostel and being down to like my last $100. And I got that email. Your domain is about to expire. You need to pay $76 to keep it up and running. And I didn't even know how I was going to pay for my hostel that night, let alone tomorrow. And this was after a year of having the domain. I blogged maybe twice. So I had invested in this goal of becoming a travel blogger, but didn't yet have a way to make a living, didn't yet know what I was doing. And here I was in Spain, the first country that I was like, let me see if this could be like my jumping pad. And I remember I was laying in my hostel bed. It was like 1 a.m. and I'm just crying. Just, I was crying because it's like, you want something so bad, but you don't know if you're getting closer or further away. You don't know if you're also throwing money down the drain because I could renew this blog for a whole nother year and not make money. And I think this is it's a testament to the fact that you don't need the answers to keep going with whatever your dream is. And Chiang Mai was like it was a hub of belief, it was a hub of community, and it was a hub of support for travel bloggers who were all struggling but figuring it out. And I think that's so important. No matter what your goal is, you don't have to find the most successful people and be like, how do I become their friend? How do I get coaching from them? How can I learn from them? Sometimes it's about networking left to right and looking at the people, yeah, just beside you, like network horizontally instead of always trying to network vertically. So yeah, I have such fond memories of this place, and I don't know if y'all can hear, but there's nothing to hear. It's so peaceful. And one thing I love about Bangkok, it's a crazy city. There's always cars, there's always traffic, there's always people outside, but no one honks their horn. So Bangkok already feels like such a contrast of a big city that doesn't have like loud people that honk their horn. But then you come to Chiang Mai and it's like there's not many people on the street. So it amplifies the fact that there is no sound. And it's just this crazy contrast. And Jules and I, my team member, we're walking and we're having lunch and we were kind of like, let's just walk until we find something. That is one of my greatest joys to land in a city and be like, let's go figure out what we want for lunch today. I don't have an appetite. Anything with food will work for me. So we found this like little hole in the wall restaurant and could be the best fried rice I've had in my life. Like it's always said that, the less fancy the restaurant, the better the food. And I firmly believe that because we had grandma in there just beating that rice in that pot. And so I had two bowls. It was delicious. And it came out to, yeah, it was $1 per plate. So for both of us, it was about $3. And I'm just like, this is not real. This is not real. And the airport, Chiang Mai Airport, I forgot how simple and tiny and cozy it is. We didn't check bags. We flew from Bangkok, so we were just like, yeah, I got my backpack, and then I have like a little tote bag, and that, has some outfits. But I was like, that's it. The shoes, I'm bringing the shoes on my feet. Like, I'm trying to pack as minimally as possible. And I love trips like that because we are only here for a few days. But yeah, as soon as I land, I'm like, I could live here. If you're a travel lover, you probably have virtually and mentally moved to a million cities because you could see yourself having a version of yourself that lives in all the places that you visit. And it's just a beautiful, I don't know, um, it's a beautiful thing to imagine yourself just randomly living in a city that you find cute and quaint. Chiang Mai is so charming. And I mean, it's only been a few hours that we've been back here, and I'm already feeling that cozy, ooey gooey, just feeling of like, oh, this is what it feels to travel. This is what it feels like to travel. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of update y'all on what's happening in my life this week and why I'm in Chiang Mai to begin with. And also share some insight on like Chiang Mai could be a more viable option for some of you. I know I talk a lot about Bangkok and how it's my city, and I still believe it is. I still see myself in Bangkok for at least 5 to 10 years. It's everything that I need in this season of my life. But Chiang Mai, I can see it working out for the person who um, doesn't care for crowds. You want a little bit more of an authentic Thai experience. You don't want to be, um, I mean, you're not really, you just don't want to have to work hard for uh, everyday things. Like, I don't know, let's say, for example, there's a really popular restaurant in Bangkok. You know that you should make a reservation because you just won't get a seat otherwise. Here, I'm sure you could walk up anywhere and you'll find a spot. Like, it feels like you can turn half of your brain off to exist peacefully here. You don't have to always be on. And Bangkok, as a big city, it's a place where you kind of have to be on. Like there's a lot going on. If you're taking the MRT, you're taking the BTS, not the band, but the transportation. And yeah, you feel like you have to be just like more aware. But Chiang Mai, it feels like you could rock up here tomorrow and you'll figure it out. Like you'll be fine. And I'm not someone who rides motorbikes. I don't, it's just not for me. It's not my ministry. I don't desire to. I have only ever ridden in Cambodia. I tried to take lessons in Bali and I failed. I don't know what to do. I I immediately said no, thank you. After the first slope, I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. But in Chiang Mai, I can absolutely see the everyday person being able to get around on a scooter and it not be scary because the streets are so calm, they are so empty. And if you look at the weather forecast right now for Chiang Mai, you might see that it'll show like drizzle and rain every day. And I want you to be mindful that usually when it comes to Southeast Asian countries, it might show that it rains every day, but what's happening is that it's probably raining for 1 or 2 hours in one specific spot of the city or island, but it's not actually raining. So the forecast said it would be raining right now, and you can see that it's bright and it's actually perfect weather. Like the wind is doing that thing again where it's like, yes, my child, yes, what would you like? The wind is caressing your face. It's very, yeah, it's just like you're not hot, you're not cold. It feels like you could just be naked and not sweat. There were so many examples I could have used. I don't know why I went with that one, but here we are. So yeah, I just wanted to share. I'm here because I'm hosting a mastermind for the Life Leap, one of my companies that I have with my partner Stefan, and we have 70 members from around the world, I think between 20-ish countries. And it's all women, and it's all about women who are taking leaps in life, whether they are moving to a new country, starting a business, launching a podcast, hosting their first retreats, writing books, selling digital products. They're all choosing to pursue something more meaningful in their life because they did the safe path or the thing that society praises, or they checked all the boxes. So, but we all have done the thing where we check the boxes in life and we said, this isn't it, or there's got to be more. And so this is a community of women who are just go-getters. Like they are my people. They are hustlers, they're go-getters, they're visionaries, they're creatives. And we're all just here celebrating this past year. So these are for the people they all enrolled exactly a year ago. So yeah, it's just really beautiful to be able to celebrate with them. And overall, this is our 11th event in 11 months. So we have been grinding. It has been from Central America to Europe to Asia, back to Europe, back to Asia. And then, yeah, our final event is in Asia. So next year we are taking on Sri Lanka. We're doing a singles retreat in Sri Lanka. Then we're doing a content creator camp in Cappadocia, Turkey. These are for people that want to take their YouTube and podcast to the next level. And then we are doing a mastermind in Morocco. These are for the most ambitious people in our community. It's an invite only experience. And then our final one next year is the expat experience in Egypt. So these are for the community members that are currently living outside of their home country or want to move outside of their home country. So, yeah, we're just trying to be really creative and innovative about how we create events, experiences, and opportunities for people to connect and bond. Because, yeah, this is adult friendship. Like, it's better to make friends with people who have similar goals and pursuits versus bonding over interests. Because interests can sometimes feel superficial and surface level. Like, we can both enjoy watching basketball, but what does that actually say about our character or our values? Not much. But if we say we both have a desire to write a book because we know that we have figured something out that can help people in our community, then you can see there's a core value there of service and like servant driven leadership. So I think people that bond over goals can have deeper friendships and relationships because yeah, there's a shared value of like, let's not waste this one opportunity that we have in this world. So it's been really cool. So yeah, they all get here tomorrow. So excited. Actually, they've been landing. I think they're having dinner somewhere now without me. I'm kidding. But I love when I hear that they're like meeting up with each other before the events start, because that's where the actual bonding happens. Because when they get around me, they try to be on their best behavior. And I'm like, I know y'all, please. So yeah, this weekend is going to be fun, and I just think this is a beautiful estate. I will post a YouTube short, kind of showing more of the property, but it's basically two villas, and they're combined together. So in front of me, we have the VIP house. So for those that wanted to upgrade their experience, they're staying in the VIP house with me, and this is where we get kind of deeper sessions after the daily sessions. We get to go deeper privately. And then we have the main house, which is like, yeah, I don't even know the way that they configure the rooms. It's like, oh, yeah, there's a bedroom here and a bedroom here and a bedroom here and a bedroom here. And because we're all grown, everyone has a private ensuite bedroom and bathroom. So it's just feels very luxurious. We have a pool, as you can see, gorgeous. We have a team, butler, chef, housekeeper, yeah, so just feel very taken care of. Usually the day before they arrive, I just like stock the fridge. So getting a bunch of like water, sparkling drinks, fruits, yogurts, snacks, chips, tea, coffee, all the things that you have in between. Because what usually happens during these mastermind sessions is that we go deep and we go fast and we go hard. Why does that sound so sexual? We get come back. Once you go in the gutter, it's like you got to reel yourself back in. Okay. These conversations are just, yes, we talk business, but there's actually so much more about life that we're actually going to be connecting over. And in the last 9 years that I've been hosting international retreats, experiences, boot camps, masterminds, I have never had one where there weren't tears. Either there's 100% tear ratio or at least half. So I'm fully expecting it to be an emotional experience this week. And I know a lot of the women as well have been through some stuff. And me too. Like it's been a hard year, like personally behind the scenes, family stuff, grief stuff. So yeah, there's been a lot. And I'm grateful to have a space where I feel safe to be able to share that. And I think when it comes to community, it's not just about relishing in the wins. It's like, how do we support each other during our lows? So yeah, that's what's happening in my world. So yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll give an update on how day one went and kind of give you more behind the scenes of what it's like to host international experiences. And, I'm considering adding Chiang Mai as one of the relocation and immersion experiences. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Glow. You can like and subscribe to get notifications of these daily videos. But I moved to Bangkok a year ago, and a lot of these videos is kind of sharing my experiences to help you do the same. So if you are someone that's wanting to test out Thailand as a relocation or retirement destination, I'm hosting two immersion experiences next year. You can learn more information about that here. We actually sold out the community, but I will be opening up spots for people to stay in my condo for a week or up to a month to be able to, yeah, get a taste or feel of this country. And then as well as Chiang Mai, I'm thinking of doing something. And then here was yesterday's videos. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all tomorrow.